Australia.
The other decision that has been made, Ian, is that Steve Smith, who is the incumbent captain, have been given 2-year bans from being in contention for Australian captaincy. How do you view that?
Well, I don't see either of them ever captaining Australia again. One of the most important things about being captain is you've got to earn the respect of your teammates. And I think with this, the way this stupidity in Cape Town has played out, I don't think any of them could expect to regain much respect with their teammates. So I think you can forget about either of them captaining Australia.
In fact, there is a school of thought, isn't there, Ian, that David Warner in particular seems to have completely isolated himself from the team. At least those are the reports that we are getting. There have been behavior issues in the past as well. A 1-year ban, yes, but do you see him coming back at all and playing for Australia?
I think his greater problem could be with Cricket Australia, because if you go back to the dispute between the players and Cricket Australia over money and conditions, David Warner was the really outspoken one of the Australian team. In fact, he was the one who was really the mouthpiece. Now, you know, I know a bit about Cricket Australia's history with players who are outspoken, particularly when they're outspoken against Cricket Australia, and they don't like it much, and you usually get punished. In fact, that's how I got the Australian captaincy. You know, they punished Bill Lawry for writing a letter complaining about certain things.
We've only had the one public appearance from Steve Smith on the night of that event that took place in Cape Town, and he seemed quite apologetic, also shell-shocked at what's happened. Obviously didn't anticipate the fallout. Do you believe still, as a young man, one of the premier batsmen in the world, he can actually come back and regain the trust of the Australian public? I know you are saying he can't captain Australia ever again, but do you see that that changing over the next year and a half?
Well, I don't think Steve Smith's greatest punishment will come from the ICC or from Cricket Australia. I think just living his life is going to be difficult now for a while. You know, a big part of success of a player like Steve Smith is confidence, and I think this is going to erode his confidence. And I think he's going to find life very difficult. It's going to take a lot of mental strength, and I know he is fairly good in that department, but it's going to take an awful